Hey, it's Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on NewsTalk 95.1 FM and 790 AM KFYO. Well, the big meeting, the meeting of the century happened over the weekend. That, of course, involving President Donald Trump and the Russian President Vladimir Putin, the two getting together and seriously, CNN, MSNBC, even Fox News, everybody going crazy over the two actually shaking hands. Probably CNN will use that as proof of collusion of some kind. But this happened at the G20 summit, and it was like the Super Bowl of G20 summits for CNN and some of the other news organizations, which I guess were maybe expecting Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump to go skipping around together and laughing together about how they screwed over the United States. I don't know what they were expecting, but whatever they were expecting, they probably actually did not get. The U.S. ambassador to the United Nations, Nikki Haley, coming out over the weekend on Sunday morning, actually, on CNN, and saying that, yeah, Trump did confront. In fact, a lot of folks in the administration said President Trump, first thing he did was confront Vladimir Putin over the alleged meddling in the U.S. elections. Nikki Haley, the U.S. ambassador, reading from Politico here to the United Nations, suggested Sunday that President Donald Trump told his Russian counterpart to, quote, cut it out. In an interview Sunday with Dana Bash on CNN's State of the Union, Haley said Trump's meeting Friday with Russian President Vladimir Putin was an important step because things start to move once Trump meets with another leader. Haley said what he did bring up right away was the election meddling for a reason. He wanted to basically look him in the eye, Vladimir Putin, and let him know that, quote, yes, we know you meddled in our elections. Yes, we know you did it. And you need to cut it out. Of course, Vladimir Putin and the Russians are denying any type of meddling within the U.S. elections, and they're saying they had nothing to do with any vote count, which is probably actually correct. They did not, there's been no evidence whatsoever that Russia actually interfered with the actual vote counting and actual votes that were cast in the U.S. election. Did WikiLeaks and Russia maybe work together to expose the Democrats and expose Hillary Clinton and some things? Yeah, probably so. Russia's no political friend of the United States. And remember, as Marco Rubio once pointed out, just because the Democrats are taking the heat from Russia and WikiLeaks doesn't mean that the Republicans won't in the future. Trump also said over the weekend at the G20 summit, it's time to move on. He wants to, I guess, form a cybersecurity unit with help from Russia, the two countries to work together. Not everyone's going to be a big fan of that. We'll actually see if that even happens. The point is, the media didn't get what they wanted over the G20 summit. Trump walked away looking, again, presidential. Trump looked away or came away from the G20 summit as a leader, just like he did when he toured the Middle East and came away looking like a leader. The media thought he would fall on his face in both circumstances, and he did not. In fact, Trump, in many cases, is getting rave reviews with how he has been acting as president on these foreign trips. Nobody should really be surprised, but CNN and MSNBC, and to some extent Fox, NBC, CBS, ABC, all the news media, New York Times, hello, they probably are, if not surprised, they are at least disappointed in this. The Russia story will continue to prod along and be pushed along by folks like CNN. But if it's accurate, Nikki Haley says it's accurate, and Rex Tillerson says it's accurate, and Trump did confront Vladimir Putin on this, then we still, to this day, have absolutely no proof at all of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. It's time for the media to move on. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. NewsTalk 95.1 FM, 790 AM KFYO. Tune in 8:30 to 11 and follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. Have a great day.